You're listening to the Radcast, a top 25 worldwide business podcast. If it's radical, we cover it. Here's your host, Ryan Alford.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the latest edition of the Radcast. It is Friday, February 2nd, 2024. Welcome to February. Chris Hansen, what's happening?
I can't believe it's February. January felt long.
January did feel long. I don't know why. Long time.
Long time.
Long time. It's our weekly business and marketing news episode of the week, and any other Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce news we want to get into.
don't forget Elon too.
Yes.
The trifecta.
Yeah, exactly. How is are we in Orlando still?
I am in Orlando until our last recording this afternoon. Then I'm headed back down to Miami.
There you go. But either one way or another in Florida, flat Florida.
Yeah, baby. We keep it at sea level around here.
Yeah, exactly. Can't get can't get too high, can't get too low. Keeping you all on one level. I hope everyone's doing well wherever, whenever, however you are. We appreciate you listening. We're going to bring you, some good nuggets today. I like today's news. There's some good value. I joked at the beginning, and this wasn't even in the show notes, but hard to ignore, with the media impact from Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. This article crossed my radar, I guess, or the headline hit it. So in advertising and in PR, you have what's known as like earned media and paid media. Earned media is when, you're so newsworthy, the outlets are picking you up without you having to pay for it. So you're not having to run ads. Also known as PR in general, public relations, which is the goal of public relations is to get earned media. So if the Chiefs in particular had wanted to run ads to get their awareness higher, and to, sell more tickets, sell more merchandise, the overall value of the brand, if they would run ads, this is the value that Taylor Swift's and Travis Kelce's relationship and the media attention is guarded. $331 million in earned media value. $331 million. So to put that into perspective, if the Chiefs wanted to go buy ads, the equivalent of the eyes and ears that have seen and heard this related to their brand of what Taylor Swift being on the news every week and it also saying they were at the Kansas City Chiefs game or showing her on TV, they would have to spend $331 million to get that amount of viewership or impressions.
It's a lot of bread. Dude,
that's like, even for large brands, that's like annual media budget,
So my question is, at what point do we think maybe there's some other parts at play in this relationship besides love? Because this was going viral this morning with another girl that was on Dancing with the Stars talking about how she thought it was a plant relationship because of her experience with Hollywood. I don't know why those balloons just popped up.
I love those. If you're watching the video,
I did the
magic, whatever that was, that brings up stuff. There it is.
But then even today I saw viral his haircut, the Travis Kelce haircut at the barbershops is now a thing, which is just a fade.
Just a fade. I don't want to get lumped into that. I've been known to get a fade here and there. I don't want to get
you and me both, bro.
Called. You got the Travis Kelce. No, he got my haircut.
Yeah.
He got the Ryan Alford haircut. That's what I should say. But yeah, man. I mean, and then there's the whole conspiracy theory. Everybody thinks the NFL is scripted, and
I've been hearing that too. That seems like
I do not believe that, by the way. I think people I think there's enough things that are sketchy.
Could refs be influencing the game? Perhaps.
Maybe, but I think,
Every player's in on this
the NFL,
conspiracy.
yeah, exactly. The NFL would not jeopardize the value of their livelihood and everything else if for that to be the case. So,
right.
But I will say, it's been very convenient for them that they've been in there because, we talk about what the value is for the Chiefs specifically. For the NFL, they have their highest ratings in 20-something years, and they have a 9% increase in female viewers year over year, attributed almost 100% to the Taylor Swift thing. Because on TikTok, because literally on TikTok, you got like a, NFL Swifties or something like that, like trending several things.
Oh, man. I get a lot of messages when we talk about her. It just blows my mind how many people are Swifties.
I'll just say this. I do not think any of this is scripted. I think Travis Kelce just happened to, know that Taylor Swift was single. They're both attractive, early 30-something-year-olds. But it's just a hell of a convenient for the NFL. And I don't think anybody's done anything underhand. I just think it just worked out this way. But the NFL, Kansas City, and a lot of people have benefit from it.
I mean, dude, if I could date another girl and that type of impact on your careers being the cherry on top.
Yeah. I think, a lot of people are, bitching about like how much time she's getting shown and being annoyed and stuff like that. I'll just say this. If you ask them, I'm sure they're both in media. They both understand the game, but I don't get the impression. I haven't gotten the impression at any time that either one of them, beyond just having a relationship and showing their affection for each other and doing what any other couple, how many other girlfriends are there doing the exact same thing that Taylor's doing in a box somewhere that doesn't get shown? I haven't felt they've milked this themselves, like intentionally. Like Travis has a podcast. He talks about it here and there, but neither one of them, I feel like it's just the media outlets and everyone else that's milked it for what it's worth.
Yeah, you're right. Or what we talked about, the Buffalo Bills doing Taylor Swift themed.
Yeah. Everyone else is going to soak it up, and they're smart to do that. Yeah. You follow the playbook. But borrow that interest, baby. But, it's an interesting study in media and PR and the power of influence and the power of the right people that have influence when they are into any certain thing, and the sort of waves and effects that happen that have impact on other things. And as it relates to kind of business and marketing and media and all those things, this would be a fascinating case study in probably like 10 years, especially as well how their relationship plays out and maybe some of the impacts that we have yet to even see. But man, I was listening to some guy talk, like Taylor's gotten to listen or watch. She's come into this relationship at like the perfect time. She gets to see all the glory. Like, it's kind of like comes in the best team, the best player on one of the best teams who finally gets hot and is riding this wave of wins. Travis hasn't lost many games since she's come on board. Like they got hot in the season, like right when all this shit started happening. And so it'll be interesting it'd be interesting if he just rides into the sunset. I think he's like 35 or something. So somewhere that he might retire after the season. There's some rumors around that, but he just go tour with old Swifty. Life can't be that bad.
No, I was going to say, they could both walk away and sail into the sunset.
Yeah, she's worth like $1 billion. They say his net worth has increased like 20 million since their relationship.
She came off that tour, crushed it, dating him now. He's crushing it. It's,
You never know. I think they both seem a little too driven to probably, cash it in here at 33, 34, 35. We'll see.
It'd be hard to walk away at what appears to be a high point,
Exactly.
of their careers.
In other business news, also related to the NFL, this hit the radar, hit the books yesterday. Tom Brady was on the media tour. He was on several sports shows, Cowherd. He was on Pat McAfee show. His Tom Brady apparel brand and wellness company has merged with NOBULL. Actually, no, I don't today. A lot of times I have NOBULL shoes on. It's a wellness company co-owned by billionaire Michael Ripoll. The collaboration involves Brady's nutrition company, TB12, and his Brady brand apparel line merging with NOBULL, or NOBULL, however you want to say it. NOBULL, we're not putting up with NOBULL. Known for its training and apparel, Brady comes from the second largest shareholder. He becomes the second largest shareholder in NOBULL, which was acquired in 2023. The company, valued at $500 million in 2021, faced challenges recently, but aims to transform into a billion-dollar wellness company focused on footwear, apparel, and nutrition. The strategy marks a shift from TB12's previous focus on performance and recovery centers with an emphasis now on consumer products. The move reflects, and that's a little inside joke, a little emphasis on the wrong syllable. The move reflects a broader industry trend where activewear brands like Nike, Lululemon, and Alo are selling not just products, but lifestyles. Yeah, baby, you got to sell the lifestyle, not the product. Sell the story, But, hey, Tom Brady, man, he's about to be in the NFL booth as well, doing color commentary for Fox next year. The good-looking and rich get better and wealthier. Tom Brady.
Tom is a handsome, wealthy guy. Give him credit.
He looked great on the news yesterday. I'm like, damn. Pride myself on looking somewhat younger than I am, but Tom just looks like a sprite 32-year-old at 45, 46.
I'm sure he's got some secrets.
Yeah, I think so. He's got that trainer that's always with him. I don't know. I think they're doing like voodoo magic or something.
That or maybe a little Botox. Who knows?
Yeah. I don't know.
He looks good though, man.
No, but hey, you're familiar with NOBULL, right?
Yeah, I don't own any, but I'm very familiar. I see them at the gym.
Yeah. They're all over gyms if you take attention.
They're good for more weightlifting, like training. Hardcore training is what I've seen them, like squat rack type stuff.
Yeah, they've got that, but then they've got a normal tennis shoe running line too. That's what I have. I don't know their specific sports nutrition line. I wasn't that close to TB12 stuff, but another play here. Look, Tom's an influencer. He's the spokesperson. So now this is a smart move for NOBULL, because they essentially, I would call this, instead of calling this a merge of companies, I would call this the world's largest influencer marketing buy. NOBULL just bought one of the best influencers that you could buy by essentially taking on his companies, bringing them together so you can combine them, while also getting Tom as now your spokesperson. Because NOBULL didn't really have a celebrity. And someone's going to DM me, oh, yeah, they were working with Mark Wahlberg. Okay, whatever. They weren't. But I'm sure they had some amount of influencers they worked with, but they weren't Tom Brady. And they
weren't second largest shareholder in the company at this point.
Exactly. Let's call this what this is. This is the largest influencer campaign of all time. That just happens to come with other benefits. But now Tom Brady becomes, and we'll see how much he's in ads or not, but he will be. And just like yesterday, who else? Think about this for a second. So if NOBULL had decided to merge with some other up and coming apparel and or nutrition line owned by Tom Weaver. I'm making up a name. Some super smart guy, $100 billion brand or $100 million brand, whatever it is. Do you think every media outlet in the country would have immediately picked that up? Would they have put Tom Weaver on ESPN, 7 of the biggest podcasts in the world, 6 of the largest radio channels in the world, all in the same day? You talk about earned media. That's what they bought here. They bought the ability for Tom to go announce this and do that because he had more cachet, more credibility, more influence than anyone else on the planet, just about.
Yeah.
Smart.
There's no one they could pay with as much influence.
Yeah. This is the largest. This is the headline that this should have been the largest influencer by in U.S. history. That's what this is. And so NOBULL smart, and their valuation just went up. And look, they're probably, I don't know this to be true, but they've successfully created their company. They have the logistics in place. Something tells me they probably even have better logistics than Tom Brady's brand. Like, Tom doesn't know that he's had to hire people and do things. And I'm sure I'm not heard bad things per se, but TB12 hasn't even hit my radar. And I'm kind of in that sort of, I knew he kind of had these brands, but I never see the products. No one's ever gone, hey, you got to try TB12. When everybody tries to tell me to try anything. So NOBULL is in a position to do what they do best, operationalize and bring these products more to life, while Tom remains the spokesperson and the figurehead of, second largest shareholder. All he's got to do, whether he's in like ads, he could just get on, make his PR people, his marketing people make one phone call that he wants to talk about the products that day. And just like that, he's on the news.
Yeah.
Tom Weaver, hypothetical company, doesn't have that cachet.
No one cares.
No matter how good their products might be. So, yeah, we're not just selling products. We're selling lifestyle. No, we're not just selling that. We're selling influence. And Tom's got it. Congrats to NOBULL. Big play for them. In 2024, I've got a copy of January's edition. This is a January-February edition of Entrepreneur Magazine in my hand. If you're watching the episode, here, I'll hold it up. The lead article, Franchise 500. It says, looking to buy a business, we rank the top 500 franchises, and we show you how to succeed. So there you have it. And now we're going to give you the top 10 with also the initial investment. So if you're out there and you've been thinking about buying a franchise, if you we've got some good franchise episodes coming up, by the way. We've had some good guests. But the top 10, Chris. Number 1. This isn't the campaign anymore, but it will be the one that I always remember. Number 1, run for the border. Actually, don't run for the border, run away from the border. We got border issues, but Taco Bell. Initial investment, you need $576,000 up to $3.4 million. I guess that depends on the location you want to put it at, probably most likely.
Big range.
Rent or, it's a big range, but you might get one for $576,000. If you put one in your house, like, what's that commercial? The NBA or the Stars. There's one, the tiny one in his house. Anyway, it's the latest ad. But or if you just buy one like in a mall or something. But Taco Bell is ranked as the number 1 franchise. Interesting. Not what I expected.
No.
Sort of expected Chick-fil-A to make this list, but I think the reason they probably didn't is because they're such a pain in the ass to get.
They make it very hard.
Yeah, and it's just so few of them, and I think that's probably what it is. But Taco Bell, number 1. Number 2, Jersey Mike's subs. Initial investment needed $214,000 to $1.4 million. I had a tasty Jersey Mike sub on Monday.
I love Jersey Mike's.
That's a tasty sub right there.
Yeah.
It really is a sub above. That's their tagline.
Is that their slogan?
That's their slogan.
I agree.
Popeyes is number 3. They're a Louisiana kitchen. Initial investment $384,000 to $3.7 million. That is a large. Give me the 384. I don't know about 3.7 mil. Yeah, Popeyes. Who knew the one chicken campaign would pop them on this list?
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, right? I mean, I didn't even think about a Popeyes till that chicken sandwich campaign, right?
Same. Yep.
Power of marketing. Number 4, UPS store. Initial investment $102,000 to $477,000. I see these and I'm like, that does, and I can tell they're independently owned and operated, and I'm like, that seems like that might be a good gig. Everybody's shipping packages. So you got built in the brand. What. Yeah. So there are going to be people coming in. Probably just finding the right location. Number 5, Ace Hardware. 6, Dunkin' or Dunkin' Donuts. 7, Culver's. 8, Hampton by Hilton. So a little hotel action in there. All kind of all over the place here. And then number 9 is Arby's. Get you an Arby's. There's no longer 5 for $5. We'll tell you that. That's gone. That will never come back. That was a deal of a lifetime right there.
Not in this economy.
Number 10, the only one I had not really heard of. Kumon. Kumon. What is that?
Tutoring.
Tutoring?
Tutoring centers. Yeah.
Ooh.
Learning.
Interesting.
I've heard of these. Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
Come on. Cumin. How do you pronounce it?
I know. Which is it? Hey, that'd be a good campaign for them. You want to learn more? Come on in.
Come on in. We'll teach you.
I don't believe it. Come on. Anyway.
Yeah, I think it's like SAT prep.
All right.
Tutoring.
$68K to $147,000. That would be the most affordable one on the list at number 10. Cumin, come on. Kumon. One of those things. There you have it.
Easier name.
Check out entrepreneur.com, or you go to get your entrepreneur latest copy of the magazine for the Franchise 500. There's your top 10. Run for the border, baby. And if you want to learn from me directly, join my newsletter, ryanalford.com/newsletter. Sign up. I give daily advice on marketing, personal branding, podcasting, life. Give that a shout. Join that. It's free. It's daily. Just like this show, give away our best advice. Elon Musk says his startup, you knew we couldn't leave Elon out, man.
No.
Elon Musk says his startup Neuralink has implanted a device in its first human. Ah, yes. Would you have a brain? Would you let Elon put a chip in your head, buddy?
I want to say no, but if I was a paraplegic and it could get me to walk again.
Oh, hell yeah. Are you kidding?
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Elon Musk announced that his brain science startup, 3 words I enjoy, Neuralink, has successfully implanted a device in a human for the first time. He says it's just so funny how they write about him. Like, I just feel like they can't help it. Like, this feels like a dig, even if it didn't mean to. Musk claimed, instead of like Musk said or Musk or like the facts were, it's like Musk claimed. It's like, they're erasing. Is it? That's a slant. I'm just sorry. I could read through this. Like, isn't it?
It gets more slanted in the end if you.
Musk claimed the implementation took place on Sunday, and the patient is recovering well with promising results in neuron spike detection. However, no details about the procedure, patient identity, or the implanted device were provided. Okay. Neuralink aims to develop brain-computer interface. I mean, maybe, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's called HIPAA.
He's not going to share patient one's private health information via Twitter. Although we didn't get his identity, his blood type, where he's from, or what his true capacity was. Right. No shit. Come on, like hide your hate a little more. Yeah. Thanks.
Neuralink aims to develop, and look.
He's helping people with paralysis.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like, how angry are you to be like, this guy, supposedly they had a paralysis
claim,
patient. Like,
maybe.
I would, right. Like, maybe you want to lean towards the positive in this situation.
Fuck NBC. I mean, that's what I'm like, sorry, come after me. You know, like, I don't care. Like, I don't even love Elon, but just to not be able to show your freaking hate, like, it's just embarrassing. Like, you can't, like, objectively report on news for a guy that might be helping quadriplegics. Give me a break.
Right.
Neuralink aims to develop brain-computer interfaces, allowing individuals to control external devices through thought. The company, which received FDA approval for its first in-human clinical study 8 months ago, plans to launch its first product called Telepathy. Technology is envisioned to assist people with paralysis in controlling phones, computers, and other devices using their thoughts. Musk mentioned that initial users would include those who have lost the use of their limbs. Neuralink has faced allegations of mistreatment in animal experiments. Oh, God. But the Agriculture Department found no major violations. Wow. Go figure. The company is backed by investors like Peter Thiel's Founders Fund, and Musk expressed his intention to receive a Neuralink implant himself. Yeah, he might. Who knows? But give me a break. Anyway, let's stick to, this is positive news. I mean, let's see what happens. The results are, you know, probably not going to learn who the patient is, where he's from, and who his mother is. But, you know, there's laws against that. Mm-hmm. But let's see if we can't help quadriplegics walk, talk, run, whatever it might be, any quality of life improvement, you know, and cut the guy a little slack, even if he asks for it sometimes. Yeah. You know, he's trying to change the world. A lot of people that have smaller minds can't understand that. They're never going to understand it. But it can have a big impact on business, too, because there's other applications, I'm sure. And so, NBC, get your head out of your ass. Instagram Threads triples downloads in December, reaching top 10. X fell to number 36. Got to raise one up and throw one down. This is from TechCrunch. Instagram Threads experienced significant growth in December, tripling its downloads and securing a spot in the 10 most downloaded apps across the App Store and Google Play. With 12 million downloads on the App Store, the app's resurgence is attributed to Meta's promotional efforts, including ads featuring Threads viral posts on Facebook. I've been noticing like that they're promoting it, so I've been posting a couple threads a week, last couple, because it does seem to like bump the algorithm a little bit. I still have my doubts because I just feel like it's still just such a Me Too product with compared to X. And it just seems like there's, as little as I get on X, it just seems like there's more activity and news and more timely things. Threads still feels like I get on there and some of the same people I follow on Instagram are sort of regurgitating the same things. And some of it's interesting, but a lot of it's not. That's just my own experience and the little bit I get on it. But it is interesting that I have noticed that they're running promotions and things like that. So I don't know. I would tell you if you're a brand or something to experiment because it might bump your look. Anything that bumps your organic reach on Facebook or Instagram, not having to run ads, it's worth trying. But I don't know if it's a viable strategy for necessarily anything more than that right now. You know, and I say that by saying, yes, any awareness is good awareness. Any impression is good impressions, but more of where you should spend your time, energy, and money.
Right. You're not going to blow it up on Threads. Yeah.
I don't think you're going to blow it up. And I question the quality of the impression and who's really over there, like camping out all day looking at shit. You spend any time on Threads at all?
No, you just reminded me I needed to be more active on it. And actually, when I spoke with Meta, they said the exact same thing. Try to, and I'll go on Threads maybe twice a week. You know,
accidentally when you actually push the button on your on your phone.
Honestly, yeah.
You're typing for another app and you type TH and it comes up. Oh, I guess I'll go in and check it out.
Yeah, I definitely default to X if I'm looking for that type of format.
I definitely have apps like that. I have so many apps on my phone that I try to delete them, try to shit that I don't use. But I'll occasionally be, I'll search for ones that I don't know where the icon is. And something that I haven't gone into a while will pop up. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. Let me check that out.
Yeah. That's Threads.
What's the Pokemon value of our collection now? We have so many Pokemon cards at our house. It's not even funny. My kids.
Hopefully you got some Charizards in there.
Yeah.
Big money.
Hyper, hollow, super rare, gold, Charizard.
And I remember people fighting on those in 5th grade at the bus stop.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Miller 64 has rebranded to Miller Extra Light as focus shifts away from calories. I guess no one really gives a shit of how many calories are in it. It's beer, folks. Miller 64, the ultra light beer from Molson Coors, has rebranded as Miller Extra Light, shifting its focus away from the calorie count. The rebrand highlights the beer's 2.8% alcohol by volume to target the growing market for low and non-alcoholic beer. The initiative is supported by 2.5 times more media support than the brand received in the past 4 years. To avoid alienating existing consumers, the repositioning will be introduced gradually. Because people are just so tied to that name, Miller 64. The redesigned packaging featuring both the number 64 and the new name will appear on shelves this month. In the fall, the number 64 will be phased out in favor of a more prominent display of the new name. Do people really care? Or is it more that I don't think it's people care. I think they just don't want confusion for people that do drink it to not know what it is.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it really is and not like assumption that, we're going to set up support groups for our Miller 64 customers. So, there's no negative feelings about changing the name. No, it's fine. Miller Extra Light.
Some overpaid marketing people talked about this for way too long.
Oh, yeah. They sat in a room going, oh, I'm telling you, there were meetings and meetings on meetings about this name change.
Yeah.
About stupid shit and look, it matters. It's your brand. It's what you do. I'm not like shitting on what your job is. I'm just saying like, okay, the 64 didn't work out. People don't care about the calories.
Yeah,
you want to be clear on what it is. Extra light. That's a lot more clear than Miller 64. Because you know what? If you had me in your original meeting, I would have told you 64 is fucking stupid. Because you know what? People are going to think you were established in 1964 or think that it's tied to the year and they have no fucking idea that it's calories. But you didn't want me in that meeting. So now you get to rechange your name and pay millions of dollars to rebrand it.
They could have saved their time and money by calling Radical Results Agency and got some real expertise.
Yeah, but sorry. Just telling you like it is. It only hurts because I'm right. Miller Extra Light. Can't wait to have one. I'll try it. I don't know if it's going to beat out my next with those 0 carbs, baby. Hey, 0 carbs. That's clear. Anyway. Snickers brings AR Super Bowl experience to the forthcoming Apple Vision Pro. I wanted to bring the Vision Pro up on its own, but I thought we'd just do it through the lens of a couple of these things. That's their new spatial computing device, $34.99, a low $3,500 if you want to get in on that. Supposedly they've sold out already. I do think this is going to be a very slick experience. I don't think I think it's early. I intend to get one. I'll just go ahead and tell you that right now because I want to play around with it because I do think this is going to be the future of computer. I think it's early, but I do think Apple's on to something here, and it's the next kind of evolution of AR and VR. I'm not a hype man on things until I feel like they're real and now. So you're not going to hear me while I'm bullish on the potential. I don't know that there's like application or things that people, other than some of these brands, that probably makes sense for them to get involved with, like Zoom and some of these other things. But like everyone jumped on the whole metaverse bandwagon, and yours truly panned it every week here on the Radcast. We can go back and play that video if we need to. And while everyone else was oohing and on about it, then that crashed and burned. Like, not because it's going away, but because there wasn't a true, real meaning for it, for brands to really do anything. Right. Because a bunch of kids would get in the metaverse on video games, and the handful of people that were using Meta Quest, but again, it's games, it's gaming. It's not yet practical application for work. I think this is getting closer to that. But Snickers has got an AR Super Bowl. It still looks like spending all this money, though, and they've only sold 200,000 of them. I think that's all they had. So it's like not many people. When there's going to be 100 million people watching the Super Bowl, and you're creating an experience for 200,000. I think it shows innovation. It's more of a PR play, like we've talked about in the past, but we'll see. They're partnering with the Mars Agency and Bipar to bring an augmented reality Super Bowl experience to Apple Vision Pro. On February 11th, the Vision Pro owners can access the AR activation, allowing them to practice kicking field goals or interacting with TJ Watt, who acts as a misfortune teller. The initiative is part of Snickers. Is that like if you miss your field goals? Misfortune. Yeah, I guess I read that right. The initiative is part of Snickers' ongoing rookie mistake platform. The AR experience is also accessible on mobile devices, encouraging users to share their embarrassing moments for a chance to win at-home football viewing setup. The collaboration highlights brands' early adoption of Apple's new headset technology. Yeah, that's really what all this is. But so if you're one of the lucky 200,000 that have it at home and want to watch the Super Bowl with it on your head, it's like the trade-offs are going to be interesting on this device. So for when you use it, I could totally see people using it at home during work hours. There's a work application and things like that, and it makes things better, more integrated, more experiential, mind you. But we'll see how many of these one-off campaigns that get shown to so few people. Would you strap on the old Vision Pro, my friend?
Yeah, I was thinking about like for Zoom meetings and stuff, like if you could put it on and it looked like you were in the room with the people you're meeting with, that would be cool. I mean, I've tried the Meta stuff. My business partner has one. He plays all the games on it and stuff. It's cool, but it's like you said, man, like I love the idea of it, but it's like no one has really made it for my life, anything really bringing like value.
Yeah.
But I'd strap it on and check it out. I think it's cool. But like you said, I think we're not quite there yet.
It still feels like a game / downtime experience. Like part of our, it doesn't feel like it's clear on exactly what it will replace. It still feels like I'm going to put this on and I'm going to go down the rabbit hole for an hour or two, but I'm not real sure what I'm coming out on the other end with. What did I just do my work better? Did I just or was I entertained? It still feels like entertainment right now versus an improvement in A to B or whatever that experience might be.
It's like fun, but it's not actually solving any problems or making anything easier.
Yeah. And I think those things will be bore out. Like we'll see where it comes. But they launch on Friday. Get your second pre-order in for the next round. Go get you a cash advance and buy one of these things
outside.
Go run up your credit card for $3,500.
You can now play Candy Crush in 3D. Congrats.
Yeah, exactly. Finally today, we'll end on McDonald's Hamburglar hits the road in a getaway vehicle for a menu revamp. I've been dying. I've been asking for Hamburglar to come back. I really appreciate McDonald's listening. I thought it was some kind of woke conspiracy that they hadn't been using the Hamburglar.
You've been talking about it for months.
And look, lo and behold, here he is. That's the power of the Radcast.
McDonald's corporate is listening to the Radcast.
Yeah, exactly. This comes to us from marketingdive.com. McDonald's is reintroducing the Hamburglar. Yes, as part of its nationwide revamped burger menu. The mischievous mascot, I like that, is now cruising in a custom 1970 Plymouth Barracuda called the Burger Cuda. So. McDonald's encourages fans to spot the getaway vehicle. Scan a code for a gift card and Hamburglar-themed merchandise. I will be there for that. Alternatively, participants can enter a website contest for a chance to win free burgers for a year. The marketing move combines nostalgic mascots with modern tactics as McDonald's aims to sustain its recent successful strategies. They'll definitely be successful if they bring the Hamburglar back, baby. I still don't know exactly what's due about the burgers. They're supposed to be tastier, flame boiled. What are they doing?
Well, yeah. What are you revamping exactly? That's what I want to know too.
Yeah. The summary of the article didn't quite get to that, and I guess we'll have to wait. I will be searching. Let's see what's the search results for Hamburglar go up. I hope I see this ad in my feed. I probably will since we're talking about it. It's listening, right?
Yeah, the phone's listening. It'll pop up right when we hang up.
That's what everybody thinks. But look, the Hamburglar's cool, man. Ronald McDonald's scary. I know why you aren't really showing him anymore, but the Hamburglar,
yeah,
Grimace, what the hell that purple thing is, bring those fuckers back. You know, it's fun. Anyway, my kids will get a kick out of it. I'll get a kick out of it, and there you have it. There's your highlights of the day. Some media lessons that you can't miss for sure. Dropping knowledge around here, Chris, you know?
Yep. Major gems being dropped.
We do. We'll close out with a couple of holidays you don't want to miss. February 4th, World Cancer Day. I will make a note. My wife was diagnosed with breast cancer in the last week, so this has new meaning for me. So keep your thoughts and prayers with her. I do appreciate it. I didn't want to make the show about that, but, you know, we live in a real world with real things happening. So, yes, that is on February 4th. Chris, any final words, my friend?
No. Everyone has a great weekend, and keep an eye out for the Hamburglar Stingray.
Yes, the Burger Cuda.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Burger Cuda.
It doesn't really roll. You're not going to remember that. That was not a good name. Doesn't stick with you. But I do love the Hamburglar, and we love you wherever, whenever you are. For Chris Hansen in Orlando, Ryan Alford in G Vegas. See you next time on the Radcast.
To listen or watch full episodes, visit us on the web at theradcast.com or follow us on social media at our Instagram account, the.rad.cast, or at Ryan Alford. Stay radical.